What's going on, world? It's your boy Steve Dab 317 with another quick reaction video. As you can see from the thumbnail, or at least from the screen it's on right now, it was just brought to my attention what happened at the Oscars, and I came on here not because I wanted to be one of those people who every time something happens that everybody's jumping on, they just want to make a reaction video to it. But there's really a few things that it kind of put on my mind, and I just wanted to share those with you. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and let the video play. Then I'll speak my piece.
Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins, but please, Lord. Jada, I love you.
All right, so just wanted to point out there a second ago, you look at Will Smith, he's laughing.
Wins, but please, Lord.
You see, he's sitting there smiling, laughing at like everyone else. He's enjoying himself, right? And I imagine all the way up to this point, you know, they've had at least an amicable relationship. Didn't seem like there was any ill will or anything like that.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
So that's the joke that pretty much set it all off. For any of you who do not already know, so Jada Pinkett-Smith has openly discussed having hair loss issues. She, about alopecia and all, and it's one of those things where as a part of me is like, did Chris Rock know, or did he know and think that maybe it wasn't as serious as of an issue or what? And then another part is like, is he the one who actually wrote this joke? And again, I've never been to the Oscars. I don't know if the people who are hosting write all their own material as they're trying to read the teleprompter or whatever. But either way, I could see it being a bit distasteful. But at the same time, I could see Chris Rock as a comedian, being encouraged to come up with items or with things that are going to kind of get people laughing or whatever. The G.I. Jane joke, here's the result. All right, so the joke first comes out, right? At this very moment, Will seems just kind of still in his usual, just kind of laid back, casual mode. But if you watch Jada's reaction and the way she rolls her eyes, and the lady behind her also, I think it was when Will looked over and seen the way that it bothered his wife. That's what I think was the trigger. I'm going to go back just a few seconds. Hold on.
Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Here, still laughing, unless it was editing, which I wouldn't put past him either. But here, still laughing. Jada's reaction. And then after her reaction, I believe when the camera cut away, this is probably the moment where Will Smith looked over and he, we communicate, as married couples, as anyone you're close to, you can communicate even without words being said. But I think at that very moment, she made eye contact with Will, and he could tell how much she was hurt. How much she was hurt by those words. So
that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
This is important because Luke, all the way up until, and previously on just different award shows, like things that happen, it'll seem like, it's just a joke or it was staged. And I think at this very moment, everybody thought, oh, maybe this was kind of scripted or something like that, until he actually went ahead and smacked him. But even Chris Rock, you can look at him like he's sitting there, he's like, oh, he's laughing like it's a joke until smack the stance out that young man. I can't even say young man. Chris Rock is older than I am, but you shifted his whole body. That lets you know how much was behind that smack. Right?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Now, I'll say a couple of bits real quick. That was by far the most professional, if there's a such thing, professional way to go about smacking somebody in a public place and going about your business. Will Smith didn't hesitate, didn't look back over his shoulder. He went up, he made a point, he turned back around. I guess you could almost say respectfully, and went on back to his seat. So obviously Chris Rock was thrown way off by it.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Nick, name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yes. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your I'm going to, okay?
And I think this was the moment you noticed there is no more laughing in the audience. This was pretty much the moment where everybody realized, like, yo, this is real. Like, this is for real. So stick with me for a minute. I've got a question for you. I want to know your thoughts. I'll share my thoughts and opinion like I said I would do when I started this video. But I definitely want to hear from each and every one of you to hear what your thoughts are on the situation.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
All right. Let me stop it right here. Sorry about that. So a couple things come to mind. One, I can see things, and if you follow my channel for a while, you'll notice one of the things that I'm often known for is being able to look at situations from different perspectives. So I'll start with Chris Rock's perspective. I get standing in place and building a whole career based off comedy, and people expected him to be able to make them laugh, and I'm sure that's why he was selected to play this role. I think his intention was for it to solely be comedy. I don't think he meant any harm or ill will to Jada. I would imagine this is one of those moments that in hindsight, if he could do it all over again, he wouldn't have said what he said. I don't think he's ever had anything against them for any reason or anything like that. When I say them, I'm talking about Will and Jada. So I get his stance. One other thing I will say is I don't know that I would ever want to be in a position where I let somebody put their hands on me and then let them turn their back and walk away. Like, I don't, and I'm not saying that what I would do would be the right thing to do. I'm not gonna say it would be the wrong thing to do, but I feel like, there's a certain level of being professional, which maybe we all should to some extent, but there's also that line that once a person crosses that line like that, or once you've crossed the line, you've crossed that line. You know what I mean? And for me, it's once you put your hands on me. You can say a lot, you can do a lot, but once you put your hands on me or threaten my family, that's where you cross the line. Now, jump to the other side of things, looking at it from Will Smith's perspective. Again, like I just said, once you either put your hands on me or once you're doing something to harm my family, and keep in mind words are harmful. They can hurt people. You know what I mean? And I don't know what all Jada's going through. I don't know how she feels about it. I don't know how insecure she may or may not be about the situation. But, Chris Rock directly attacked his family member, per Will Smith's interpretation, which I can respect that also. My issue and concern with I don't even want to say issue, but one thing comes to mind is like the perception of people when it comes to the perception of some people when they think of the term African American, right? And how some people have stereotypes. And I'm sure there's people who probably seen that clip, like, see, I told you all of it, and that's where the issue is, that all of them mindset. And that's not an issue with this one specific incident. That's more or less the issue of the person who thinks those things, or the person who holds that perception. But I can assure you that there's people out there who looked at this scenario, and that's the first thing they thought in their mind. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to behave, blah, 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 blah. So again, that kind of ties back to me being able to look at things from a professional standpoint. Do I think that was the right thing for Will Smith to do? Probably not. As a man, as a husband, as a father, first, long before my career, long before anything else, do I think that was the right thing for Will Smith to do? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I'm here. I want to know, what are your thoughts on it? What are your opinions? Like, was it... I want to hear what you think about both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? In terms of Chris Rock, what he did, how he handled it, how he attempted to go on. Was that the right thing to do? Should he have retaliated? Should he have not said the joke? Let me know your thoughts. And then also from Will Smith's point of view, kind of let me know what you thought about him. Overall, I don't know if you follow Will Smith like on social media, but he's pretty much even kilter, enjoyable person it seems like to be around. Doesn't seem to have ill will towards many people. So it definitely had to be a nerve that was struck. So hopefully there will be an apology that comes out on Chris Rock's part later. Hopefully he'll reach out to them directly and express his sincerest apologies, and hopefully they can move on beyond this. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Steve Dab 317. I'm signing out. Peace.